Hey guys, I'm gonna make a quick video. I'm not really even sure what it's gonna be about. Trying to figure out why my camera is not working. Anyway, let's look at NZDCAD. So I got it on the 30 minute. No, I got it. Go to the 4 hour. Actually, let's go to the daily. So this is where we're at all the way back from 2011. Actually, look at the weekly real quick. Let's go to the monthly. I'll show you why. So here's the entire life span. And the reason I'm looking at that is to see every possible trend that I can find. Trend lines aiming for the end of the wick and 3 touches. So I really wouldn't call that a trend. I would call that a trend. We got 1. I can adjust that. As long as your trend line isn't, you're trying to avoid touching the body if you can, but if you do touch the body of the candle, it's okay. So we had 1 long trend. Wow, like 6 years of an uptrend there. And now we're starting a horizontal trend. So I want to just kind of mark out. We had a dip, a retest, a break, and then back over. So when you know these overall directions, it helps so much on the shorter term. Like right there is a good horizontal line. Let's just make it a different color. So here, broke there, back to it, here. So this is a very strong support line that it's respecting right now. So we can make one on the top too. And you see I can't get the top of that wick. So I'm going to go down as far as I can. This one didn't quite make it. Just like this one didn't, so we might see a dip down and then all the way back up. But that's just a guess. So now that we have this figured out here, clearly anytime it touches top or bottom, it's a huge movement the other direction. And this being the monthly chart, this touched November 2017 and April, around March of 2018 it came close to the top. So right now we're headed down on the monthly. I might even add a monthly trend line. So we have 1, 2, 3 touches there. This one's going to be a little more difficult to do. Because knowing where to put this side for sure is going to be the hard part. So if we did it there, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are really close. If I wanted to, I could do that. So there is a monthly trend. So we're coming down to this really strong support. So in this trend, to get back down here, we'd have to break that strong support. If we did that, we would take a trade from here to here, to the bottom of this one. So a break of this black line, the support, we would take a sell down to here and look for a break back up to here to trend, but that's just total guessing at this point. So now let's go to the daily. And now we see new areas that are being respected. Let me get rid of that. So I see right here, 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 and here are all respecting this level, which is months of respect. It's actually September of 2017 till today that this line is being respected. So I definitely want to pay attention to that. Okay, so, and you can come up with your own color code, so make sure you can remember this is a monthly trend, this is a support that's lasted September, just whatever it takes for you to remember. So now I'm going to look at it a little bit closer, see if I can get a trend line. And I really can't. That's a very speculative line there. So what I do is basically I know that this exists, but it's not respected. That's why I do this. If we were to measure Fibonacci from the top, to here, we've got almost 0.618 retracement. There we got almost 50% retracement. And then we matched that, which generally, let me see if I can find one. Let's just say this one back here. Oh, wait. This has got several of them. There's no good example, so I'm going to kind of not bring that up. So we'll make a different lesson out of what I'm thinking. So on this trade here, I've kind of downgraded it to be safe because we kind of do have an M here, which M or W, I'm thinking harmonic pattern as well. So what I want to do is measure the top to there. And since we're on current price, I want to mark that 50% retracement. So now I know that that's what that arrow is. Now what you can do with that is see if that lines up with anything, which you can see it hits the top here, hits this little one there. It respects it there, but it has troubles here, here and here, and then right under here. So price moving up to here does make sense that that could happen. So that's kind of where I'm where I'm at with it. So next, before I posted this signal, I had a different support line like close to there. It really didn't matter. And then we hit it, went through, and then had a hard rejection, which means it reversed hard. So that right there is a strong reversal candlestick. So that tells me that there's a very, very good chance that we're going to hit at least here. At that point, if we break the Fibonacci retracement, we're likely to come up to here. We'll have probably some resistance here. If we break that, good chance that we're going all the way up to the monthly trend line. So it's kind of, this is where price action comes in. But marking these levels so that you're aware of them. So next thing I'll do is move down the 4 hour. We see we're having a decent pullback right now, which would be, we would mark all of our price action now. Just gonna mark these here. So we know price action, of course somebody's mowing, is each price action line is where the market had a hard time breaking through and it hit and rejected and went the other direction. So now, looking at it, we know price is trying to break through this line. If it rejects, this line, it's going to come back down to this one. If it rejects that, it's going to come back to this one. And it's going to do that until it breaks through and moves to the next line. So if it bounces, breaks through, it's going to come down and hit our line below it. And then we're going to look for it to bounce around and go down or go up. So price action trading is a strong method as long as you know your reversal candles well. So when it hits one of your lines, you look in the buy or sell. It's the neutral zone. So if you get a reversal candle, then you're going to jump on a buy. If it dinks around and then starts poking through, you're looking at a sell. It's really just that simple. So next thing I look at is I see a M here. So I go over to my harmonic pattern X, A, B, C, D, and I start plotting my points. And there's that stupid glitch. Oh, that drives me insane. So you mark those, find your ratios on your sheet, or just look up the ones. I think I posted a sheet for you guys. And these points just have to be on the wick. They cannot be in the body of a candle. And they also have to be the points of the M or the W. So if you can adjust these on the wick and make these numbers work, then you have a real harmonic pattern. But if you're adjusting them and they're touching the candle body, then it's not a valid pattern. So I know this glitch isn't going to let me do it. So I can have A from here to here. I can't go any lower or I can't go any higher. It has to be on the wick. Here's a good example. If I'm on the body here, it's actually lower than these bodies, so I can't put this point right here. This has to be above all the candlestick bodies, so I'd put it there. Hopefully that's making sense. So this one, that's as high as I can put that. That's the lowest I can put it, and that's the highest I can put it. And B, this one here, that's the lowest I can put it, and that's the highest that I can put it. So no matter what I do, I can't make these numbers fit one of the patterns because I know 0.945 is out of range for everything almost except for the crab, and so it's really close to a valid pattern, but it's not quite there. But I have been testing some new ratios to see how they work out, and this one is close to one of the ones I've seen that work. It's not actually listed as a harmonic pattern, but for now we'll just get rid of it. So basically where we are with NZD-CAD is we need to break this black line, and we'll move up to the next line. And then we need to break that one, and we'll move up. So these are the points where you can take your profit, let it drop, and then re-enter. But that's a risky game. So the person that doesn't have the time to do all that really just needs to put their trade in and just let it pull back and go down and up and down and up. The RSI, I'm going to show you this. So when it's below 30, it's a buy. When it's 70 or above, it's a sell. So as we see, it hit the sell, and that's when I gave the signal. Now it's peaking back down, but let's see what it does. If you look on the hourly, now it's way up here, almost approaching a sell. And that's just showing you the difference of what's going on in different time frames. So on the daily, it's showing long term, we have a long ways to go. On the hourly, it's showing that it's pulling back right now, and then it's going to go higher, hopefully. So make sure you're checking each time frame. Now, if you are interested in scalping, the 5 minute mark, so right now RSI is moving up close to a sell, so we would sell it, and we're talking 2 to 5 pips between these most likely. So as you see, it's moving up. It's going to move up to here. It'll likely come back down, but it's hard to say. So your RSI, you need to look at it on whatever time frame your trade plan is set up for. So I like to look at the daily and 4 hours. So I know that we're basically just getting started on this trade. We got a long ways to go. Hopefully that makes sense. It's just the difference of all the stuff that's going on the shorter time frames within this candle. So this one bearish candle, I mean, it did thousands of up and down moves on its way down here. So on the lower time frames, RSI is showing you all those movements. So I think that'll do it for now. I didn't really have a real purpose in this video. I just wanted to kind of break down analysis on the trade. The week turned out okay. I think now that these trade wars are calming down, I think there's some big trades to be had finally. So if you guys are learning these little shorter trade methods, these trades on the signals won't even matter. The money is here for the person that has the time. For the person that doesn't, you just have to be more patient with your trades. So hopefully that helps a little bit, and I am going to take the weekend and work hard on new content and website and all that good stuff, and hopefully we can make a push and get some new members in here. So have a good weekend, guys. Thanks.